Parks, what's going on, man? You were the superstar of the Preem and RZA battle. Yes. Let's hit the round of applause for Parks. Hold up. You also saved Puff Daddy's dance-a-thon. Come on, give it up. Give it up. Yo, let me ask the fellas. Is it time to revisit these industry rankings?
It is. It definitely is.
See, I would argue that, man. That's not industry. That's for the culture, man. That's for the people.
Joe is still number one.
Dance-a-thon is not for the culture.
That was for the culture. I didn't get paid a dime for that.
Y'all forgot how much has happened since we've been on this little audible.
I was just talking to Rory about that. I feel like, what has happened?
Nothing.
Joe, you've been chummy with every nigga in the industry on your IG Live.
Joe has talked to anyone that has Wi-Fi, which is the entire.
Yeah, cut it out. It's nasty now. It's nasty. It's nasty. I see you smiling with Drake. It's nasty. It's just like, all right.
Yeah.
I jumped in and jumped out. I was like, what is this nastiness?
Drake drinking a wine spritzer.
Yeah.
You're not number one on the industry list. I don't care what Parks did for the RZA Preem battle. You are still number one. Parks is number two.
Nah, Roy, you're number two, man. You was battling with Drake.
Yeah, Maul, did you see that? Did you see Rory and
I didn't see it. I didn't see it as it was happening, but people definitely screenshotted it.
Oh, they went back and forth for 3 hours.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. People screenshotted and sent it to my phone. I don't like how Drake said I still had what he said I had an eBay account.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
Yo, Drake said Duncan.
Well, listen, you got to sell from the crib now.
Drake said Duncan was Rory's healer.
I thought that was pretty funny. I thought that one was good. Couldn't be mad at that one.
So are we gonna get to the bottom of their beef for real? Like for real?
No beef.
Come on, man.
I would love to know.
Definitely told me
what's their relationship is strained.
Yeah, man. I'm trying to figure out what it is. Maul, I ain't been chummy with a whole bunch of niggas, man.
You've been chummy with a bunch of.
Well, how?
Maybe not chummy, but you've been chummy. It's not maybe not two chummies.
I'm adding two.
No, one chum.
Chummy.
Okay.
One chum with these dudes.
Okay, I'll give you one chum.
We're in a quarantine. It's locked down. You know what I mean?
You only got spicy with Lupe. Not any of like the industry elites. Then you were like,
I like the Lupe one.
Oh, you're so funny and smart.
Keith Henning taught me that.
More.
Joe was definitely on his Keith Henning. Tell me that Joe shit. Joe is a nut, man. I know Joe is having a ball. Joe loved this. I don't know if y'all know, Joe loves this pandemic shit. He's been waiting for this.
He started
praying for a pandemic. He's been praying for this shit to happen.
Him and Ian developed this in China.
Yeah,
with the 5G towers. Yeah, that was Joe.
I was telling the therapist yesterday. She told me not to say this again. I was telling the therapist how I told my baby moms that I feel like this pandemic happened because I wanted her to sit her ass down.
You narcissistic fuck. Yes, God did this just so Joe and his baby mother could relax for a second.
Sit your ass down, man. We'll sit down with you.
Yeah, the world.
As a team.
We'll all sit down together.
Yeah, we'll all sit down and figure this out.
Mo, I do love this shit. Outside of people dying.
Obvious, yes.
Yeah.
Outside of, the hospitals being overwhelmed, outside of leadership in our government trying to rush the economy back before it's time.
Yes.
Outside of there being no sports, no entertainment, watching these TV shows, man, it is a fucking struggle with outside. I thought Saturday Night Live did a good job of recording from home.
Yeah, I just don't know how long that's going to work. I thought the first time they did it, I was like, they should just stop. That was funny the first time. If you continue to do this.
Well, I thought they only did one. They did two?
I thought they were going to continue.
Well, they are, but they only did one so far, and it didn't look so bad. But if you watch ESPN, like when a first take goes off.
No, I haven't seen ESPN in a month.
First take is taking fan questions as the topics now.
Yo, did y'all see the fucking game of horse?
They did.
What?
No, I didn't see that. I didn't watch it.
Yeah.
God, man.
I don't even bother turning on ESPN anymore.
They did the New England Patriots versus the Chicago Bulls. They don't play the same sport.
Oh, yeah, who had a better dynasty, right? Nah, they was playing the horse game on ESPN. Mike Conley made quick work of the girl.
quick work.
Hey, you know how the analysts be trying to add suspense before I heard Jalen say, Tamika Haskins, she's a player. Man,
Yeah.
Mike Conley was like, all right, one bounce, turn around, baseline 3.
Yeah.
Let's see what you got.
Hey, Chauncey Billups taught Trey Young a little something, got him out of here.
Really?
Yeah, but the point I'm making is, boy, was it horrible television. Like delay, the cameras were bad. You couldn't really keep up in real time. There was no way to truly enjoy this, even if you were trying to enjoy it.
Right.
And wait, hold up. I don't know who that is talking, but even that might still be better than watching these fucking NBA players play video games.
Yeah.
Have y'all seen that?
I have not.
Yeah, I clicked on it one day.
I've only seen LeBron James drink a gallon of red wine a night.
Yeah, they're struggling trying to keep some type of content out there, but I don't think horse was the move.
That wasn't the solution.
I don't know if they want to bring in horse now. You had February to do that at All-Star Weekend.
The bitches is running out of twerk moves. Now they wasting milk.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
In a pandemic, you're wasting milk in a pandemic.
Fam, do you have any idea how expensive milk is? The bitches is just wasting milk and snacks.
Nah, they're not using expensive milk. They're using regular whole milk from the bodega. That shit is still $2 a gallon.
And who's cleaning up a whole gallon of milk?
That's what I'm wondering. I'm wondering how they're doing that.
They are.
Garbage bag down, like
no. It's not going to cut it.
They don't think that far.
Nah, you got to do that. It's kind of like when y'all have not ventured here, and neither have I on mic anyway. It's the same as when a girl want to do golden showers. You got to lay something down.
Or just put it in the shower, Joe.
Yeah, that's the place for a golden shower, I think.
Totally defeats the purpose of a golden shower.
That helps the purpose.
The shower's still golden.
If you pee on a girl while she's in the shower, it's not really.
What if she's laying in the bathtub without the shower running and you become the shower?
Yeah, what if you drank a lot of water in the shower isn't golden?
Safe way to golden shower.
Fam, yeah.
Joe drinks apple juice and then gives golden shower.
Listen,
I want it to be as golden as possible.
My problem is these chicks have babies and children and are just pouring milk on the ground.
And their kids have access to the...
Nah, don't get it fucked up. bitches putting their kids to bed. You're in this quarantine. Let me tell you something.
That's why they twerking quietly in the living room.
No claps, silent claps.
The kids are still sticking to that schedule. They're going to bed at around 7, 8.
Yeah. Some of them. A lot of these kids is up at 1 a.m, though.
You know,
the older kids,
the sneaky IG chicks that end up having like 14-year-olds, and you're like, "What the fuck? I thought you were 21." Mm-hmm. They're now required to teach their kids in homeschool, right?
Yeah,
required. Well, I don't think
required is loose.
Yeah,
I got nothing. I wanted to ask a question.
Yeah, but
the answer is my take on that.
Oh wait, shout out to our Spotify listenership. Shout out to our YouTube viewership. Shout out to our first and last time listeners. Of course, shout out to the healthcare workers.
Yes.
Shout out to the people working in supermarkets, the essential workers that are helping in a real dark time. Shout out to the women out there that are offering the private shows on socials. Man, y'all are really holding us down.
They've been doing that, Joe.
Nah, but now it's a little more frequent, and the prices have dropped a little bit on the private shows.
Are they wearing a mask?
The private, nah, I ain't wearing Nathan Parks. Nothing.
I'm still waiting for the OnlyFans leak to come out again. I'm waiting for that like an album every week.
And came out 3 times more.
I can send it to you right now.
When is the new album coming out though?
Yeah, it's a good question, Mo.
It's the catalog.
There's some newcomers.
I done ran through the first two EPs already.
Got the greatest hits?
Yeah.
Listen, y'all want to get right to the shits? Y'all want to get right into some supreme debate stuff?
Let's do it.
Okay.
I'm down.
RZA and Preem.
Let's go.
Start it off. Who wants to start? Not me.
Y'all should.
Why you don't want to start, Joe?
No, save on.
Man, Mo.
Why you don't want to start? Let's hear it. Because we lightly spoke about it the other day, but let's,
You want me to start?
You start. You set the screen. I'm gonna come off.
No. Let's start with everyone's original take going into this battle and what they thought was going to happen.
My original take was, I don't know why RZA accepted this battle.
I said verbatim, Preem is going to clean his clock.
I had Preem on it. I had Preem winning.
I had him winning going in, and I think he won.
I saw one like voting graph that they do before the battle, and they had like 79% Preem, 21% RZA, and I thought that was crazy. I'm like, RZA, that's not going to be a landslide.
That was Vegas. Vegas was putting that up.
Yeah, I was like, this is not going to be a landslide. But
all right, clean as clock. I didn't really mean that, but I did have Preem winning.
Yeah,
well, Preem just has a more diverse
range. Is nuts.
Yeah. But I mean, RZA, that's not fair because Wu-Tang had 500 members in it, so
that is true.
It wasn't as unfair as people made it.
What does that mean that Wu-Tang had 500 members? Because that
solo shit. It didn't just have to be Wu-Tang stuff. But then again, how I put it was when you and I were talking, this was the backpack version of Manny Fresh and Scott Storch because you had someone that had one sound and only focused on one group and area, where Preem and Scott Storch had worked with a million different people and a million different sounds.
When I talk about DJ Premier's range, I'm talking about him having worked with Christina Aguilera and Sam Smith.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm not like that's what I mean. So yeah, RZA worked with 500 different Wu members, which requires range because all the albums sound different sonically.
Absolutely.
Right.
And they're majority classics.
I'm talking about leaving a whole genre that you're known in.
Yeah.
That's
but see, I approached it with the same mentality as I said before with Hit Boy and Boy Wonder. I'm not thinking about the record. I went into it thinking about the actual beat, the music. So I think that, RZA's sound is really unique and it's RZA, as the same with Preem, but I think that Preem has a different and more wider sound.
It's also more aggressive, like the same way Swiss excels because his beats are so aggressive.
I wasn't going into it thinking about the records he was going to play, and I'm thinking about the actual beat. That's what I went into it thinking about. That's why I didn't say it was going to be a landslide. Like people was thinking it was a landslide because a lot of people don't know RZA's catalog like that, especially the ones that's voting online and, doing all of that before the battles. They don't really know the extent of RZA's catalog. But me, I was just thinking about the beats, the actual music, and that's why I had Preem winning.
I wish we would do that, but it is just a first catalog battle at the end of the day.
That's all it is.
It's the same way we redefined what a freestyle meant, where it's really written that you're rapping at a radio station over a different beat.
Right.
These beat battles are now just catalog and hit your first 20 hits versus another 20 hits. That's what it's become.
I do not think that that's what Premier was doing.
I don't think so at all.
I think that Preem was really trying to show his range in artistry in terms of beat making and producing.
And not decades, but just specific eras in hip hop.
Yeah.
He covered everything.
Yeah,
he was definitely showing the whole longevity of his career.
Yeah,
as well.
yeah, he was showing out. She was showing out on the artist tip. To me, just not so much in the competitive field. And I felt like RZA was trying to take his head off. Mm-hmm. I think he left a lot of openings, RZA.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think he was trying to take his head off.
Do you guys want to? I have my scorecard. If you guys want
to.
I think that's funny that you have actual scorecards.
I'm the old guy at the baseball game that's actually doing his little scorecard.
All right,
with these things.
Give it to me, goddammit.
All right, round one. Jay-Z and Million versus Liquid Swords GZA.
I had a tie.
I had Preem.
Yeah.
MOP Breaking the Rules versus Bring the Pain Wu-Tang. I had Bring the Pain Wu-Tang.
Bring the Pain.
Yeah.
I did. That's where that's one of the moments I want to highlight because that's what let me know that this battle was going a different direction than I anticipated.
Love that MOP song. Wouldn't have been in my top 20 Preem.
It wouldn't have followed One in a Million either.
Yeah.
Like, how do you start with that? And remember, Preem was going second.
Right.
So when RZA plays Bring the Pain, which I ain't gonna lie, RZA reminded me of the huge impact that Wu-Tang had in my life.
Word.
Growing up.
Yeah.
When Bring the Pain came out, no, you can't. MOP, they my niggas. But this is not the same.
One is a cult classic.
Go ahead.
Maybe bigger than a cult classic. That was kind of a hit.
Maybe just a classic.
Yeah.
Maria Wu-Tang versus Mos Def Mathematics.
Mos Def.
I went Mos Def.
I mean, Preem rather. I don't think anybody has Wu-Tang Maria winning that. And that was a strange pick by RZA.
They both made some.
I was shocked
picks.
that Preem even played Mathematics. As much as I love that record, and it is somewhat of a big record, I was shocked he played that in the third round.
I was shocked too. I was shocked.
But like I told you, I don't think that RZA didn't approach this as, I wouldn't say a battle, because he did. Like I said, he played some of his biggest records and the beats that everyone would love after the first 20, and they were only supposed to play 20. And he said it. He was like, "I'm not even counting. I'm just playing joints." So I think at that point, because I believe Preem had a game plan. Like, all right, I'm gonna see where he go, or if
really
dictate it. Yeah, but
nothing about what he showed us. Like, I thought Preem went into it with a game plan too, Maul. But then when RZA would play a joint, Preem would say, "Oh, you did that, so maybe now let me see where I'm gonna go." And at first, I thought it was showmanship. As the battle went on, I'm like, "Yo, I think he's really freestyling these picks right now."
I thought so too.
Nah, because he definitely saved his big records for last. Preem did.
He saved them for when the battle was over.
Nah, but he gave you the Biggie, he gave you the Nas, he gave later in the battle. Like, he could have followed up Bring the Pain with Nas's but didn't.
Fam, I kind of knew that Preem would play New York State of Mind. Where he played it made zero sense to me, Parks.
I can't say that. 17 he played it at. That's where it probably should be.
I'm not too mad at that placement for that.
I think he was saving the bigger records for the tail end of the.
And against, I know we're skipping to round 17, but against Ghost Assassination Day, I thought that was a good reply to definitely win that round.
Yeah.
I would have never played that against that shit.
Well, you had it in the tuck, and if RZA's giving you an opening, I love that Ghost record.
Y'all have the rounds here, but it didn't feel like New York State of Mind came that early. Came that late.
It
felt like it came early.
It was late.
I don't know why RZA played Triumph and Cream after the 20. I'm not really sure about that.
All right. Well, they did say, do you want to keep going? And I think that was around the 19th round.
Yeah, that's when
it was.
Some of that other shit, but Triumph and Cream should be in the 20, and that's really 17. My big beef with Preem, because as soon as the battle ended, like the 20 records ended, he started playing all the songs that I was waiting for in the battle. I was waiting for Mass Appeal. I was waiting for I Gave You Power. I was waiting for So Ghetto. I would have loved.
Ghetto was after the battle was over.
I would have loved.
It was like 26.
How this battle panned out if they both played their best joints, which I just don't feel like it happened. But I don't want to be that guy. Win for the culture.
For sure. Yeah, for sure.
Win for the culture. It was great. It was two legends. It was two icons. Two niggas over 50 years old showing us that they over 50. Like, nobody knows how to work any of this Instagram stuff. And they were both just true to themselves.
Yeah. I guess
he had the vest and the cut-off gloves. He was in his bag.
And the Shaolin shit on the living room television. I loved it.
Yeah. I guess we don't have to go through every round, but I guess Joe, you and I were debating Nas's versus Verbal Intercourse.
I cannot believe that I am in the minority here.
I had Nas's winning.
Me too. I think everyone. Well, I can't say everyone. I love Verbal Intercourse. I
don't. I think that we are in. Well, y'all might be in the minority here. Nas is Nas is like. But let me just add some perspective. Nas is was the leak record off of that album.
Wasn't all of I Am pretty much the first leaked album ever?
No, it was. It was one of the first leaked records.
Was leaked, got a little backlash. It was one of those that they tried to separate from all the other shit. Verbal Intercourse is Verbal Intercourse.
We're not taking away from that.
Yeah, I never thought that Parks or you would say Nas is the winner against Verbal Intercourse. Fuck the Nas verse. Those are some of the best verses from all of them.
That's a fact.
That beat.
Yeah, but
I'm team
Nas is
I'm team Preem too.
Actually, let me give some historical. What happened with I Am leaked, like Rory said, and then everyone trashed it, and then he came back with Nas's and it was like, oh shit, because that wasn't on the leaked album, and that kind of changed the trajectory of that album, and it was a huge song for both of them. So I think Nas was just a bigger record, and I think that he won that round. Even though his verse on Verbal Intercourse is probably my favorite verse ever.
That's what I'm. But let's even the way y'all debating it, y'all like Joe was talking about the lyrics, the song. I'm talking about the actual beat. Like that's how I went into this. I went into this just listening to the music. I didn't listen to the MCs and all of that. It was strictly the music for me. And I think that the Nas is a better beat.
They're tied. They're kind of tied for me.
Yeah, if you're just doing beat, then I don't even know if they're.
That's what I'm saying. Like the song, if you listen to the actual lyrics in the song, that's going to persuade everyone's decision because it's going to be whatever song you like better, whoever rap better. That's what it's going to be.
A lot of times rappers end up making the beat doper. Like there's been mad beats that I've heard just by themselves. I'm like, how did that rapper hear that and know that would be a good song? Because I wouldn't have picked that beat.
Right.
But that Nas's like beat and Verbal Intercourse are two beats by themselves that are fucking amazing.
There's also played.
I'm gonna get a lot of flack for this. Oh, I'm sorry, Parks. I'm gonna get a lot of flack for this. I didn't want to hear that Big L shit.
The Enemy versus Wu Gambinos.
I didn't hear that.
Oh, that's my shit.
That was an interesting pick, but I love that Big L record.
That's my shit.
And I had that beat in Wu Gambino.
Me too. That's one of my favorite records ever.
I had that winning.
Oh, I see how Parks had Preem winning this battle. Yo, I can see how Parks had Preem winning this battle. You picked the Big L record over Wu Gambinos?
You don't like The Enemy?
It's not one of them Big L records, no.
Oh, you're bugging.
But see, again, Joe was talking about just, I don't know if he's just talking about the beat. He's just like, that's not one of his favorite Big L records.
Oh, that's one of my favorite Big L records, and I love the beat. That shit is hard.
Yeah, I'm done with Parks. I am finished with Parks.
This may we may have an age difference.
Wait, I love that group home joint he played. Why the fuck did he play it right there?
Against Protecting Neck.
Yeah, that's fair. That's definitely fair.
Against Protecting Neck.
That's fair.
Yeah, it was some questionable responses as far as what record.
Hey, I'm not gonna tell y'all how Royce. I had a real good conversation with Royce. I'm not gonna tell you how he felt about Boom being the response to incarcerated staff. Nor am I going to tell you how he felt about French Montana in the comments saying, "Oh, now you lost that, Preem."
See, but that's what I'm saying. That's why rappers can't do that with each other. Because it gets too, like, rappers be like, yo, fuck you mean.
What you mean he won that easy, Frank?
Yeah. Relax. It's one of my
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, rappers can't do that.
But Preem didn't do Royce no favors.
Nah, it wasn't fair. He should have dropped that somewhere else.
And Boom is that shit.
Absolutely.
Yeah, no, it is. But
I gave that to the Maria record or Brooklyn Zoo that RZA didn't even produce but played anyway.
Then there was that.
Yeah.
There was that.
Well, there was a couple other records that I saw some flack that maybe RZA didn't really produce, just oversaw more than one joint.
Yeah, but I feel like if we become those guys,
then every battle that we've talked about is over.
Yeah, I can't be that guy.
Yeah,
he isn't even credited on Brooklyn Zoo as a producer, so that's what's weird about that particular one. Like, I'm cool with co-productions and all that shit.
No,
he's executive producer on the album, but yeah.
No, he shouldn't have played Brooklyn.
Yeah, no, he shouldn't.
That's a stretch. Shout out to True Master who did do that.
Was it you and I that were debating Big Unbelievable versus Woo Ice Cream? Or was
Ice Cream wins.
All right, then it wasn't you. Someone was telling me Unbelievable Easy. I was like, fam, what the fuck are you talking?
But again, they're talking about just their personal favorite record. They're not talking about the better.
I would probably listen to Unbelievable more in my crib, but Ice Cream wins hands down.
There's no excuse for fucking Preem not playing I Gave You Power.
I had that one to tie that round, personally.
Ice Cream and Unbelievable. I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at the tie.
Unbelievable's too big of a record, and Ice Cream's too big of a classic. I mean, Unbelievable's a classic too, but that's a draw to me.
Yeah, when you play two classics, you can't. It's like
I'm not picking one. Same with Come Clean versus Shimmy Shimmy Ya. I'm not picking one.
Yeah,
not doing it.
Where did y'all have Ghostface Run versus KRS MC Zach? Because I'm young, so I took Ghostface Run, but I know
I took KRS.
I figured more people would take KRS.
I took Ghostface. He should have played The P Is Still Free though.
I thought that too.
Yeah,
I thought that too. But I gave that to Preem just because that's one of those. That's one of those for KRS. Like the same thing I said about Big L. Like for me, that record wasn't one of those. For y'all, it was. That KRS record was Like even the R&B remix that came out with the same beat, I thought Preem should have did a flip into that. Like Preem could have got crazy disrespectful if he wanted to, but he kept wanting to make friends with this nigga. I don't care.
They're already friends.
I know. I understand that, but that's why it's tough to. I'm glad I wasn't in the room with Preem because I wanted to go meet Preem to like be there because I thought it was gonna be so legendary. I'm glad I wasn't there to be the only like competitive dickhead there amongst this legendary event where you got all of the Wu affiliates in the comments, all the digging in the crates is here, like all of this 80s and 90s hip hop is here. We got two legends that's telling stories about before the tunnel. See, that's where my hip hop starts. I started the tunnel. Right. So if y'all gonna start talking about the Red Rock or the Redstone, whatever the fuck that was they was talking about, I was like, oh yeah, get this to me.
I thought it was dope that Preem was talking about the time he met up with RZA, and RZA said, yo, I think I might start this group.
Word.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, but RZA ain't seem like he was there to share stories with you, Duke.
Well, because
he was.
He definitely couldn't figure out how to turn on his mic.
He definitely wasn't dressed to share stories. He was dressed for a fight.
He was playing like a fight.
Yeah, RZA was.
And on
he
top
was
of that,
playing trying to tear Primo ass head off his shoulders. Preem into that's a good one, buddy. Ain't no good one, shit. Yeah, I remember that one.
That's a good one, buddy.
And if you notice, I don't even think he trusted Preem because once Parks hit Preem and the sound got better, like 2 more rounds later, RZA was like, wait, that was his engineer? Fuck that. I'm going back to my plugins. And it sounded like shit again.
He thought I was trying to sabotage him?
Yes, that's what he thought. We can wrap this up. The only other one I had a big debate over was Motherless Child Ghost versus The Evils.
Damn, it's a tough one.
Yeah, that's
it's a real close to a draw. My Hove bias may kick in, but that's a draw.
My Hove bias makes me pick The Evils, but if I'm being transparent, when Motherless Child started playing, my face got real stupid.
Yeah,
that beat is hard.
My face, Ghost destroyed. Only Ghost could have done that record.
My facial features were all over the place. They were. Hey, listen, this is what I told somebody. I'm going to see what y'all think of this. This is the thing about RZA too. Yes, he was the foundation for 9 amazing rappers. Mm-hmm. But in a beat battle, that certainly helps. When RZA may play a beat that's not looked at as the greatest beat, but one of the best rappers in the world comes on and starts killing that shit. Like every beat he played off of Liquid Swords, I was like,
insane. Yeah.
Liquid Swords is such a good album.
Y'all. Hey, but before the battle, I didn't know that he would dig into his Liquid Swords bag.
When he started with Liquid Swords, I was like,
that let me know.
Okay.
And that's what I'm saying. And it's from the start, Preem was like, you starting there. All right, I'm going to hit him with this. So he played 1 in a million. I said, we going somewhere. And then we just never really hit that spot where I was looking to hit. But
I thought Preem might take when he played Jizza Cold World, which I love, but then did D'Angelo Devil Pie. I was like, all right, this is where Preem is going to take the battle, and RZA won't be able to keep up.
I gave him that Devil Pie round.
I did too. I love Cold World, but I gave Devil Pie, man.
And Preem definitely won like 4 rounds in a row right there. Because that's when he hit him with fucking Unbelievable. You know, Nas is like kicking the door up the clouds, New York State of Mind. Like,
no, after Devil's Pie was METHOD Man versus Gangstar just to get a
which Meth was a bigger record.
I had Meth winning that.
Yeah, me too.
And then we get into the Evil.
Yo, I can't believe he played Just to Get a Rep, which is my shit, before Mass Appeal. He didn't even play Mass Appeal till after the battle.
I would have played You Know My Steez before that.
Yeah, word.
No, I would have done that.
I love that record.
Me too.
Well, just to get
it was a couple other
That's true. That's true.
It was a couple other Gangstar records.
That might be one of the hardest songs to come out in 89, I think.
I was born in 1990.
Yeah. Listen, man, it was a good battle. I want to thank both participants.
Yes. Absolutely. Legendary.
Both of you gentlemen are amazing. Like, y'all are just different, man. Like, and that's what RZA reminded me of. Like, he reminded me of just what Method Man did when Method Man came out.
That was a reminder too.
Yeah.
Like Meth in particular. I know Ghost and Meth probably held down a majority of RZA's selections, maybe just how whose verse went first that happened to be that way. But Meth is fucking insane.
That verse on the Buck 50 shit. That verse on the Buck 50 shit off Supreme Clientele. I was like, oh damn, Meth was super nice, man. Still is.
Cream definitely won that round where he played that Gangstar Wu track. I forgot the fucking track, but
Above the Clouds, yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's stupid.
Above the Clouds versus Long Kiss Goodnight.
Yo, they really put out Protect Your Neck in 1991 or 2. Maybe the leak was 91, I don't remember.
I think it's 2.
broke 92 and broke 9 different rappers on a song.
7-minute song.
Like we might not never see that again.
It's not hands down to me, and this just wasn't a reminder. I had to take pride. Wu-Tang is the greatest hip hop group of all time.
Absolutely.
Oh, I mean, that's not.
I know a lot of people that debate that, and you can debate it. I'll never say you can't, but
you can't debate that.
I don't even think it's fair to some degree.
Yeah.
I feel like you can debate this.
I think you can, but
would you? I mean, without bringing clicks into it.
Yeah,
I don't know if you could debate it.
Group is more than 2.
Yeah, and it's not like a label.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to say a duo, but I think Mobb Deep is a group.
Mobb Deep is a group.
Yeah,
and if Mobb Deep is a group, Mobb Deep has more impactful albums than Wu-Tang.
No, they don't.
As a group.
Yeah, okay.
I wouldn't be counting Wu-Tang's solo album.
I count their solo albums in that group collective.
Then you'll never beat them.
That's why I think it's not fair.
Oh, you'll never beat them if you're doing that.
If we're going to do group versus group albums, yeah, I mean...
Then we could sneak something in the Edge, Wu-Tang Forever.
I love Wu-Tang Forever. That's a great double disc to me.
It is, but it was definitely... It would have been better served as a single disc.
When it came out.
I understand.
I loved that album. It changed my life, but in hindsight, it probably could have been a single disc. It probably would have been more impactful.
1,000% could have been a single disc.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, but there's some real rap nerd shit to come back to. I enjoyed it.
No, I enjoyed it.
I just don't know if our listeners want to hear what Shade Room has to say.
I don't think they do, Rory.
I could talk about this for 4 fucking hours.
Word. Easy.
I could too.
No, we gonna talk about the next one for 4 hours. I know that.
Oh, Babyface and Teddy Riley?
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that one for about 4 hours.